What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Farming Simulator 2019. I'm Colin Weber. Let's get to it. Okay, everybody, we have planted the corn and the wheat that you guys asked for. If you remember, this one we could spray with herbicide. This one we couldn't really see where it was being sprayed at, so we decided to hold off until weeds popped in. We now have our weeds in here, as you can see. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our herbicide sprayer out, and we are going to kill all those weeds. Okay, so it's still fairly hard to see them, but at least we can kind of see them down here in the corn. So we'll go ahead, get ourselves unfolded here, and we'll make sure we get all these weeds sprayed so that our corn has all the room in the field to grow and is the only thing growing in our field. Alright, turn on our sprayer. We've got 47% spray, and as you can see, they turn instantly to like a gray color, meaning that they've been killed. So that's really going to help us determine where we've sprayed, where we haven't, etc. And I am overlapping quite a bit there just because I want to make sure that I get it all. This field should go by pretty quickly, so we will see you when I feel like we are done spraying the field. Alright, everybody, we have our field sprayed for weeds. As we can see kind of down here, there's those grayish colored, blackish colored weeds in there. That means they're all dead. I did as much as I could possibly see. I'm sure it's probably pretty hard for you guys to see. It's pretty hard for me to see as well. One way we can check, if we look on our map here, go over to our soil composition. Pink means the field has weeds. We did miss a little bit on the edges here, but like I said previously in another video, I'm not going for absolutely perfect. There's a little spot right there. I'm not going to hunt down every single weed. I'm going to try and get as many as I possibly can, and if we miss one tiny little spot, so be it. But as long as we got the majority of the field done, it's going to increase our production quite a bit. I think it's going to really help the corn flourish and let us get the most out of that field that we want to. So we'll get our sprayer put away here, and then I think we'll go ahead and probably seed some soybeans on the field that we've been working on so diligently up there at the front of the farm. Okay, everybody, we are up here at the front of our farm with our seeder with soybean seed in it. If you remember, this field's been fertilized once, so it's ready for seeding or planting. One thing I noticed when I was messing around after the last video is that this seeder actually has solid fertilizer in it and not liquid. So that might be part of the reason the wheat field back there, we could see where we were spraying the herbicide because it was that nice dark color. This having solid fertilizer in it might have helped us, whereas the planter had liquid. So I don't know if that's the difference or what, but I'll keep messing around over some more videos and in between videos and stuff and see if I can't figure it out, and we'll go from there, figuring out how we can best get all of our jobs done efficiently. So, but anyways, we're gonna put soybeans here in this field, so we'll go ahead, get it dropped into the soil here, and we will start planting our soybeans. Just a little chunk there, that's all right. This is quite a large field, and luckily our Challenger is so powerful it can pull it at 9 miles an hour, but we saw in the last video that fertilizing and cultivating was going at like 8 or 9 miles an hour, so it still takes quite a while even with these super powerful tractors. So once we get going here, we'll get around the edge maybe a couple of times, maybe a few rows ourselves, and then we'll get somebody hired to finish it up for us. As you can see in this field next to us here, we've got grass up there at the top, and then some more corn over here. So after we're done seeding here, we're gonna go mow that grass, because I have yet to do that. I have never farmed grass or hay or anything like that in the game, so I'm very curious to see how it's done. I know that you can put it into windrows and pick it up with a baler or a loading trailer, and then you've got either grass bales or some silage, or you can use a tedder to flip it over, let it dry out, and that turns it into hay, I guess. And then you can do the same thing with the hay. You can use a baler or a loading trailer and turn it into silage. So we'll mow it after this here and kind of see what we want to do with it. So, but this will probably take quite a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get on working here, and we'll see you guys when we decide to hire someone. Okay, we just finished one time around, and it really wasn't too bad. This thing is so wide, and the Challenger pulls it at a pretty decent speed. So I don't know. We might do this whole field ourselves. We'll go ahead. We might go around it one whole more time just to give our AI driver quite the buffer space, because it seems like they take a huge amount of space to turn around. So we'll probably hit it once more around, and then we will go ahead and probably hire somebody, I suppose. Alright everybody, we'll get ourselves turned around here, get going down the line, and we'll hire ourselves a helper. We don't have hardly any left. You know what? We're not going to do that. Since we got like barely any left, oh my goodness. We'll go ahead and just finish it up ourselves, I think. If I can get myself straightened around here. Okay, I don't know about any of you, but seriously, I find it so satisfying watching the seeder plant all this. It's just so relaxing to me. I don't know why, but it's just so satisfying. Kind of bummed we're almost done, honestly. But that's probably the main reason we ended up doing this whole field ourselves. I was getting mesmerized and it just looked so good to me, so I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna hire a helper. I'm just gonna do it all myself. So it's exactly what we did, and I'm pretty happy that we did it because A, like I said, it's super satisfying for me, and B, we actually saved ourselves probably a decent amount of money by not hiring a helper. So haven't lost a dime on this field from seeding at least. So we'll get it finished up here on our last pass right here. Then we'll get it shut off, folded up and everything. Okay, everybody, we have our John Deere here with our mowers on it. I have never used this. I'm pretty sure we could mow this grass around the house too, but I don't feel like doing that, so I don't. But I do have some grass seed planted in this field over here. So we're going to take this across it and see how well it does. Because I wanna maybe get some like hay or something. I did do a quick little test right there. It looks like it's gonna work pretty well, but I guess I really honestly don't know. So we're gonna give it a shot here and see what happens. See how much hay we get off this. Well, I don't know if we'll do grass or hay, but what we'll for sure do is we're gonna mow this today. I think probably next time we'll put it into tedder to get it flipped if we want it in hay. Otherwise, we'll just run a windrower through it and get it into nice lines. So we'll go ahead, get everything unfolded, and we'll get it lowered to the ground and turned on, and we got our front one on already, so we'll just do a few passes and kind of see what happens. Oh, yeah, it does spit it out quite good in chunks there. Interesting. This is my first time mowing, so I'm just as curious as you guys are to see how it works, what it looks like. I feel like the grass should be taller. Maybe that's my bad. Maybe I should have waited and let it grow a little more. I don't know if it's going to grow anymore, but... Alright, well, we'll get going around the field here. And this looks like it's going to go pretty quick, but I'll still speed it up for you guys. So we'll see you when we're done mowing the field. Maybe. Looks like I might need to let it grow some more. Well, I will go over the areas that it will let me mow. Looks like this stuff is tall enough. See if we speed up time, if it'll pop it into mowable by the time we're done here. Everybody, we're on our last row here of the grass that is ready for mowing at least. I sped up time for you guys and in the game to try and get that grass to mature enough to a point where I could grow it, and it didn't work. It still isn't ready for mowing. So I'll finish mowing this field off camera. But as you can see, when I sped up time in the game, it actually caused our oats over there, half the field at least, to be ready for harvest. And then our soybean field over there that we had literally just planted started to grow some soybeans already. As we can see there, that little green patch is already popping up some soybeans. Next video we'll probably get into some grass and hay bales as well as some harvesting of our oats over there. If you guys liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more content. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video.